Okay, so for problem 3-1, ang situation is, well, it's a list of automobiles, tapos ibabalik yung asset to the lessor at the end of the lease term with, I think meron siyang guaranteed residual value. Okay, so zoom in tayo ng konti, no, para mas makita natin yung solution. So ayon sa problem, you are required 260,000 payment every start of the year, no? So advance yung payment. So pagka ganyang advance payment, ang gagamitin nyo pong present value factor ay annuity due. So we have here the regular payment of 260 multiplied by the present value factor of annuity due for 5 years, interest of 9%. So 4.2397. So naituro ko na naman yan kung paano kunin. So multiply those two amounts, you'll get 1,102,000 something. And then kasama rin po sa minimum lease payments yung guaranteed residual value na 200,000. So, ibabayad mo yan, yung guaranteed residual value, no? Though hindi mo naman siya babayaran ng cash, no? Kundi ibabalik mo yung equipment. So, mangyayari po yan after 5 years. So, present value mo po yan using single payment. So, ang present value po niyan is 129,986. So, you combine the two, yung present value ng annuity ng regular payments in cash at saka yung guaranteed residual value. Yan po yung magiging total cost mo ng right of use automobile, no? Parang application po yan ng standard natin sa property, plant, and equipment, no? Kung ano yung mga ibinayad mo, mga liability na na-incur mo to get an asset, yun yung cost ng asset. So, ganyan din po yan, no? Yung regular payments, parang yun yung liability mo to acquire the asset, no? Pati yung guaranteed residual value, it's a form of liability kasi ginaranti mo. No? So, you incurred liabilities to require the asset. So, yung present value ng mga liabilities na yan will be the cost of the asset. Now, as I have said, yung una mong payment is January 1, 2024. So, deduct mo yan dun sa present value ng lahat ng payment na siya ding right of use automobile cost. No? So, deduct mo yung 260, kaya ang lease liability mo as of January 1 is 972,313. Now, dito sa baba, kinumpute ko na rin yung annual depreciation. So, yung right of use automobile natin as above is 1,232,313. Ngayon, dahil nag-guarantee ka ng residual value, so ang treatment dyan, parang yung normal na residual value sa basic, no? Babawas mo siya dun sa cost. So, to get yung depreciable amount na 1,032,000. No? So, yan po yung ating depreciable amount dyan. Yung depreciable amount, di-divide mo sa useful life na 5 years, kaya ang annual depreciation mo is 206,462. Okay, so another requirement in this problem ay mag-prepare daw tayo ng amortization table. So, medyo, yan ko lang to, kasi hindi nagkasya yung mga amount. Wait lang. Ayan. Ayan. So, ito po yung ating amortization table. So, yung ating present value ng liability, actually, nandyan sa kaliwa ng screen mo, kinumpute natin kanina 972,313. So, ito yan. So, magiging pattern dyan, yung babayad ka ng 260 every beginning of the year. So, ito yung 260. Yung 260, partially interest, partially principal. So, yung kunin mo yung 9% nung 972,313, yun yung interest mo dito. Deduct mo yung 87,508 sa 260, yun yung amount na i-apply mo sa principal, yung 172,491. Deduct mo yung 172,491 dun sa 972 na previous carrying amount, you'll get the new carrying amount na 799,821. And yung ganong pattern will repeat over and over hanggang December 31, 2028. we are also asked to have journal entries for 2 years. So, the first journal entry, yung debit mo sa right of use automobiles na 1,232,000 kinumpute kanina. Tapos, yung bayad mo na cash, credit cash, 260. Tapos, yung balance will be credited to lease liability. And then, December 31, meron kang adjustment for depreciation. Ito. Yan. So, na-compute na naman natin kanina yung depreciation. So, usual entry. And then, adjustment for accrued interest expense na December 31, 2024. So, ang accrued interest expense mo, itong naka-yellow na 87,508. So, yan po yung adjustment mo for accrued interest expense for December 31, 2024. So, ito po yan. Yan, yung hina-highlight ko ngayon ng yellow. So, adjustment for interest. So, dahil nag-adjust ka ng interest, for January 1, ang entry mo is, I think this is wrong. Wait, this is 260. Okay, sorry for that. So, is debit lease liability for 260 and credit cash for 260. Wala ka nang i-entry dyan na interest expense kasi nag-adjust ka the day before. So, yung buong 260, deduct mo sa lease liability kasi dun mo rin naman sa lease liability ipinasok yung accrued interest expense. Then, for December 31, 2025, usual entry for depreciation. Okay, so yan. And then, interest expense, ganun ulit, credit lease liability for adjustment for this amount. Ito, yung i-yellow ko ngayon. Ayan. Yan yung interest expense mo for 2025 na i-adjust mo December 31, 2025 shown here. Ayan, ito po yan. Debit interest expense, credit lease liability for 71,983.95. Okay. So, ang sunod po na requirement ng problem, entry, una, pag ibinalik na yung automobiles, no? 'Di ba? If you remember, meron kang guaranteed residual value. So, let us analyze. 'Di ba kada taon, meron kang adjustment for depreciation na 206,462.69. So, multiply mo yan sa 5. Ang laman ng accumulated depreciation mo after 5 years is 1,032,313.45. Yun yung ika-cancel mo pag binalik mo yung automobile kay lessor. So, de-debit mo siya. Accumulated depreciation, 1,032,000 something. At syempre, yung recognize mong right of use asset nung first day ng lease, i-credit mo ngayon, i-de-recognize mo, 1,232,000. Tapos, yung kasing 20,000, balikan natin yung table. Or 200,000. Yung 200,000 na guaranteed residual value ay andito siya. Kasama siya sa kinonsider natin as lease payment. Ayan siya. Kaya pag binalik mo yung asset sa lessor, that will be deduction sa lease liability. That's entry. Meron tayong debit lease liability at debit sa interest expense upon returning the asset to the lessor. So, yan po yung 183 tsaka 16. Galing dun sa table natin sa taas. Ayan, sa last, ano ba yan, row? Last row, December 31, 2028. Ito yung ating journal entry. Ang isang requirement, paano daw kapag binalik mo yung nung binalik mo yung asset, yung kanyang value is 150,000, which is 50,000 less than dun sa ipinangako mong 200,000. So, yung mga naka-debit kanina dun sa una nating entry, yan, sa taas, yun pa rin yung naka-debit at yung right of use asset, naka-credit. So, yan yung entry natin kanina. Madadagdagan lang siya ng bayad na 50,000 kasi dahil yung value ng equipment, ginarantyahan mo ng 200, pero ang actual na value niya nung binalik mo, 150, you have to make up for the difference sa pamamagitan ng isang cash payment. So, yung credit cash, 50, and debit loss on lease, 50. So, yun po yung ating problem 3-1.